Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well. So today, instead of content that focuses on music, like in the past I've made, um, recently some quizzes like 80s music quiz, 90s music quiz, and before that I did a series of videos on my CD collection and my tape collection. I thought today I'd try something different. That I would try showing you my DVD collection. So this will be about movies, and I have about, I'd say more than 40 DVDs that I want to show. Yeah, it's going to take more than one video. So that's why this is part one. And I'm just going to show you about 10 or 12 of them today, just to see how long this will take. And yeah, let's get right into it. So the first DVD, and I'm just going to cover that there and just show you the entire box. This is Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. This came out in 2001. It was directed by Peter Jackson. This is the first of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. This is the only one I have on DVD. I don't have The Two Towers or The Return of the King on DVD at the moment, but at least I have this one. So as you know, probably since so many people saw this, it stars Elijah Wood as Frodo and Viggo Mortensen as the Strider, and Ian McKellen as Gandalf, Orlando Bloom as Legolas. But it was a very well done film, and let's take a look at it. So that's the front. Obviously, it says widescreen there, so it's a widescreen version. Here's the back, which briefly explains the story of Lord of the Rings, how it relates to The Hobbit, I guess. So it has also shown here the disc features for the first DVD, and then the second one has special features and featurettes. And here it shows cast and credit and things like that. So let's open this up. See what's in here. So we have, well, let's just show this one first. That is the actual film itself, widescreen version of the movie with Frodo on the front holding the Ring of Power. And this is, designed like the ring itself. And it shows special features on this one. And on here, it's just, a small booklet with a little blurb on it. One of the best films of the year. Let's take it out. There's really nothing on it per se. Even though it's so thin, it's pretty difficult to remove. Still trying to remove this. Wonder what's going on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this actually folds out. So it shows Army in Battle. Then it shows here the name of the scenes in the film. And then here shows more scenes, and then credits at number 40. Plus it has pictures of, some stills of the film. Here it shows the special features, what's on it. Also has like a music video on it, things like that. And DVD instructions, which I guess you can, if you have a DVD-ROM drive on your personal computer, as they did back in 2001, you can, I guess, download and show things there as well. So that is Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Next one is The Matrix. This came out in 1999. It was directed by Wachowskis. Back then, they were the Wachowski brothers. I believe, trying to remember what their names were at the time. I think their names now are Lana and the other name also starts with L. Here on the cover of The Matrix, we have Keanu Reeves as Neo, Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus, and try to remember the actress's name. She was Trinity. It'll show in the back, I think. Let's take a look in the back. Here it shows, a blurb about, brain-popping trip. It shows the famous bullet scene still, and information about the movie, the special features, also web events and chat room access. Again, this was 1999. And it shows also who was credited to it. Carrie Ann Moss, she was Trinity. Yeah, this is a Warner Brothers film. And let's take a look at the DVD itself. This pops open. There's the DVD itself with Morpheus and Neo on it. If you go here, it shows there is a Trinity and the scene index. So I believe this is all we're going to see. Doesn't fold out or anything. And that is The Matrix. Let's look at the next one. The Terminator. The first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. Just came out in 1984. Did James Cameron direct this? I think he did. Anyway, this is a special edition. And let's take a look at what it shows in the back. So here it shows, this is a special edition DVD, and the story about the Terminator, where Sarah Connor has to avoid getting killed by him, and someone from the future, goes back to save her life. Special features are here, and of course the cast and credits. And yes, James Cameron did direct this one, and Linda Hamilton was Sarah Connor. And let's open up this DVD and see what is in there. So this one looks like it is one of those two-sided ones, where on this side you have widescreen. Flip it around. And you have standard, if you want standard view instead of widescreen view. That is the booklet. It comes out. And this one actually has stuff on it, like multiple pages. So it shows the cast. And then it shows the story of the Terminator, like all this information about the movie itself, how it was made, what happened during production, how did they manage to get Arnold Schwarzenegger to be involved in it. This was the movie that made him famous. Special effects information. It also has like pictures from, stills from the movie. Also, I guess, humorous stories about, Arnold going somewhere to lunch and, dressed as the Terminator, and they were afraid of him. Yeah, and then here it just has some footnotes and information about widescreen. And in the back, it just shows the scenes, scene selection, and some credits. So that was the Terminator. Dum, dum, dum. Next, we have Pulp Fiction. This was directed by Quentin Tarantino. It says it right there. This is the widescreen version. It shows Uma Thurman on the cover as Mia Wallace, the famous cover. This film also has John Travolta as Vincent Vega, Samuel L. Jackson. He plays Jules. Awesome movie, awesome cast. Let's see the back of this one. Shows this year's #1 movie, special features, and a description of the movie itself. For some reason, Samuel L. Jackson is not, wearing a jerry curl like his character did in the movie. But anyway, these are all the credits for the movie. It's released by MCA, Miramax, I think, actually. So let's pop this open and see what's in it. So that's the DVD itself, Pulp Fiction. And did I mention this came out in 1994? Yeah, if I hadn't, that's the year this movie was released. So you just press the menu button to get to the special features. And this is the list of scenes. You know, Ezekiel 25:17, Captain Coon's story. That's the part that had Christopher Walken. Classic film. All right. Speaking of Quentin Tarantino, here's another one he directed called Reservoir Dogs. This was his first movie. Pulp Fiction was his second. This one came out in 1992. So Quentin Tarantino is one of the characters in the movie, even though he's not listed here. But it has, you know, all the other characters. You know, it was Mr. White, Mr. Orange. This was Nice Guy Eddie, Mr. Pink. This was Joe and Mr. Blonde. So here it shows special features. It says Reservoir Dogs. Here are stills from the film and a brief description of it and casting credits. This is also a Miramax film. Okay, let's pop this open. Take a look. So this is another one like Terminator, where you had the widescreen version on one side and then you flip it over and there is the standard film on this side. And here it shows the chapter index, so just a list of chapters here. There's nothing in the back except for even more DVD titles from Artisan Entertainment. So let's put that back. And that is Reservoir Dogs, which is not closing for some reason. There we go. Snap, snap. Okay, next is Goodfellas. Classic film from 1990, directed by Martin Scorsese. It stars Robert De Niro as Jimmy the Gent. That's him. Ray Liotta as Henry Hill. Joe Pesci. His character was memorable. I believe he won the Oscar for that one. Tommy, I think his name was in the camera, you know, in the movie. You know, this is him with the important scenes like, you know, what am I funny? Am I a clown? Do I amuse you? You know, stuff like that. It's classic gangster film. So we look in the back. Shows best mob movie ever. That's a quote from Roger Ebert. And it has special features. It shows what's on the first disc and what's on the second. So the first disc has the movie. Second one has extras. So here it shows the credits. And also on the bottom here. So let's open this and take a look and see what's in it. So I believe this has 2 discs. Nothing here though for some reason. I don't know if I did have something there and it's missing or not, or maybe it just didn't come with one. But anyway, that is the DVD for the feature. That's disc 1. And then disc number 2, it has the extras. So that is Goodfellas. Next, we have Silence of the Lambs. So this was released in 1991. It won the Oscar for Best Picture of that year. And on the cover, you can see Jodie Foster. She played Clarice, the FBI agent. And Anthony Hopkins, of course, he was Hannibal the Cannibal. Classic horror film. So this is a special edition. Flip it over. So there's Hannibal, Knockout, best, most exciting thriller in years. And just shows a description of the movie. Here are the special features. And here's the cast. Jonathan Demme, he was the director. And just more legal information on the bottom. So and this is, looks at MGM. I believe that's the lion icon for that. Let's open this up, see what's in it. So there is the DVD itself, special edition with the death head moth on it. And then here is the booklet on DVD, which seems to have some things in it. Yes, it does. Just like Terminator, it's got some pages to it. So here it shows the cast. It also shows, information about the movie itself, how it was made based on the novel, getting the right people involved. And then I guess how did they cast Dr. Lecter? And they chose Anthony Hopkins. And then I guess the making of the movie. And just more information about the film itself. And on the back, just some facts, some trivia about the film itself. And throughout the booklet, there are just still images of the movie itself. And here in the back, it shows scene selections, different scenes, and casting credits. So that is Silence of the Lambs. Next one, Shawshank Redemption. Classic film from 1994. Stars Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. Tim Robbins played Andy Dufresne. Morgan Freeman played Red. And this is basically, where they're in prison. And do I even need to describe this movie? Everyone's seen it, hasn't they? Anyway, let's take a look at the back. So it was directed by Frank Darabont. Here it shows a monumental achievement, an inscription of the movie itself, and shows here special features, soundtrack information, and here it just shows cast and credits, and more legal information on the bottom. So let's take a look at the DVD itself. Pop this open. There's your DVD. It was released by Warner Brothers. And here it just shows the scene index. So you can skip the certain scenes. And I don't think this comes off. Nope, that's pretty much all of it. So there is Shawshank Redemption. Got a few more to go. Next one is Green Mile. So this is also directed by Frank Darabont. Here it shows Tom Hanks on the cover. He plays Paul Edgecombe, the lead character. And this came out in 1999. So let's take a look and see what's on the back of it. So there's Michael Clark Duncan. He played John Coffey. Someone called it unquestionably the best picture of the year. So I guess you can't question it. Here's some information like what's the movie about, and then special features and behind-the-scenes documentary. There's the cast credits and legal information down here. This is also a Warner Brothers film. So let's pop this open, see what's in it. There's your DVD. And here is the scene index where you have the list of scenes. So that's all it's got. Let's close it up. That is Tom Hanks' Green Mile. Sorry for the blurriness. It's trying to focus. Okay, next. There Will Be Blood, starring Daniel Day-Lewis. This came out in the year 2007. I believe the character's name was Daniel Plainview. And it was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. And this was a very well done film. He won the Oscar for his performance. Let's flip this around to the back. So yeah, it shows Dan Day-Lewis won Best Actor and Best Cinematography Award. And it shows basically what the movie is about Mr. Plainview and him discovering oil in the land in California. I'm trying to remember the town's name. There will be blood and there will be milkshakes, because I drink your milkshake. So here it shows the cast and the credits, and this was released by Miramax. So legal information is down there. If you open it up, it shows a scene still where you have Dan Day-Lewis lying on the ground, and the DVD is tucked away inside. So I'm just gonna have to try to pull that guy out. There we go. There is our DVD. There will be blood feature. So that is the movie. That is the DVD itself, the cover, and yeah, a few more to go that I'll show in this video because we're already 20 minutes in. LA Confidential. So this is a 2-disc special featurette, special edition. So this was a movie that came out in 1997. It has a lot of great actors in it. Of course, the first two, Kevin Spacey and Russell Crowe, I know that not everyone loves them, but, also Guy Pearce and Kim Basinger and Danny DeVito. This was a great cast and very well done movie, sort of like a noir kind of thing. Let's turn this around. So, genuine masterpiece. So this basically describes the film itself. It was directed by Curtis Hanson, and here it also shows, commentary and also, just a few other things other than the first disc having the feature, and then the second disc has special features. Shows them right there. And here is the cast and, people involved in it and legal information. So let's take a look. This was released by Warner Brothers. Look at the DVDs. So this came with 3 DVDs. Let me turn it this way. And no booklet. I guess it didn't come with one because I don't think I would have lost it. So this is the film itself, is on this one. This one has the special features. And then this one looks like a CD sampler, a compact disc with just a few songs in it by artists like Chet Baker and Kay Starr and Dean Martin and Jackie Gleason for some reason. But yeah, that is LA Confidential. So next one is Heat, crime saga. I think the director's last name is Mann. I forgot his first name, but he directed this. Yeah, it says it right here, doesn't it? Michael Mann, that's it. And this came out in 1995, and it was the first film that had Al Pacino and Robert De Niro both in it. Also Val Kilmer's in it. So this is a really well done film, well acted. A lot of famous actors on this one. I believe Danny Trejo's in this also. Also Ashley Judd. Let's flip this around. It's awesome. It's truly epic. Masterpiece. Shows stills from the film. It explains what the movie's about. And then here it shows special features. Here it has, the cast and, people involved in it and legal information down there. Another Warner Bros. Film. So let's open this up, see what's in it. So this is the DVD itself for the movie Heat. And this has the scene index with a couple of stills from the film. And you can see what scenes were in the movie. So that was Heat. Now the last one is not packaged like the rest of them. So let's take a look at it. This is a movie that also came out in 1995, like the movie Heat. 7, New Line Platinum Series. So this is like a cover that has the DVD packaging inside of it. So let's just look at the back here real quick. So this stars, it shows it right there, it shows Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, Gwyneth Paltrow. So this is directed by David Fincher. And here it shows what the special features are, what's disc 1, disc 2. Here it shows website information. and also cast characters and legal information. And so let's get this out of this folder, shall we? There we go. So now this looks like a notebook, similar to the notebook that Kevin Spacey had in this movie. So this one is the movie, this two is supplemental material. So it looks like, salt and pepper notebook if you look on both sides like that. And let's open this up. So here it shows what's on disc one. It also has audio commentary, information about, the stars, the story, the picture, and the sound, and DVD content and features. And here it shows disc two, the supplemental material, deleted scenes, alternate endings, promotional materials, filmographies, and stuff like that. So this will open up to show the first disc, which is the movie itself. There's 7. And here it shows, so it's chapter stops. So it's basically scene index. What's in the box. That's really what it comes down to. Also, if we open that, it shows disc 2 supplemental material and this. I guess this is information for DVD-ROM, like if you have a personal computer. Again, $19.99. If you had a DVD drive, you can access certain features and other stuff to download. So, do you remember what the 7 deadly sins are off the top of your head? I'd have to look them up. Anyway, that was part 1 of my DVD collection. I got many more. I'm just putting this one out first just to see, people like this sort of thing. I'll probably make more of these, but for now, this is going to kick things off. Part 2 will probably come soon, now that I got this ball rolling. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, thanks. Bye.